All right, welcome back, friends, to another episode of BigDenoPlays, Kingdom Death, the people of the White Tower. We're getting into the end game now. Some exciting decisions coming up, and this is some of the most challenging and engaging part of the game. And it's such a shame that very rarely do you get to this point early on. So. This is where the game really shines. A lot of strategy, a lot of high-level decision-making in the showdowns, as well as exciting being able to chase down and try and get equipment and specific sets. So I made a somewhat of an error in my decision-making last Lantern year, and in making the Fetosaurus. It's not necessarily a mistake, but it has to do with the timeline. Next Lantern year, after this Lantern year, we are actually going to be facing the Butcher, and the Butcher will destroy all equipment, all resources in the settlement storage if we do not defeat him at next Lantern year, which is a problem if we are going to successfully create the full rolling armor set and have the full calcified set. And the reason is because of the timing. I can't hunt a Dung Beetle Knight next Lantern year, which means when the Black Harvest occurs, I will not have a underplate fungus, which is what I require to make the next piece in the Lantern armor, in the calcified armor set. So unfortunately, what I have to do this Lantern year, rather than hunting the Screaming Antelope, which I would like to do, we are in fact going to have to hunt another Dung Beetle Knight. And this also impacts my decision making. I did want to fight a Lion God before we get to the real end game. So we may not be able to do that yet at all. We may actually be moving the Nemesis encounter of the Watcher here earlier. So unfortunately, it's no Screaming Antelope this Lantern year. It means we are going to chase a Dung Beetle Knight. We've got to hope that we catch the underplate fungus, and we've then also got to hope that we can survive next Lantern year's battle against the Butcher, or we will not be able to make what we require from the Dung Beetle Knight. So anyway, so that does mean that we're facing a Dung Beetle Knight this Lantern year, which is okay because it's one of my favourite fights, and I'm very excited to do that. So let's get straight into it. I've got 4 survivors here. None of them have Vermin Obsession, which is good. I have 2 Stinky survivors, which is helpful, and I'm also bringing out Aviendar here, and she's hopefully going to take us through to the end game. Potentially, she's our backup for if Tam dies, so we want to try and get some experience with her. So we're going to go to the next hunt. So usual suspects, usual gear. So let's bring up that hunt phase, and we shall hunt ourselves a Dung Beetle Knight, level 2. I've never fought a level 3 Dung Beetle Knight. We may do that later on in this campaign, but never done it at this point. So let's commence. So we'll start as always up the top. Let's depart. Good. When she departs, she gains a strength token and a survival. Same for him. And Masana has nothing. Cool. So we have got a sickle, so we are going to do our nom 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 just after the overwhelming darkness. So let's start with our first one being Aviendar. It's a random roll. Let us roll that random roll. 43. A fresh kill. Oh, nice. Each survivor rolls 2d10 and adds their hunt XP. Awesome. The highest scoring survivor slays the most vermin and wins the putrid prize for themselves. Gain a random basic resource. Alright, so he's got a total of 14. 11 plus 2 is 13. 20 for Ishmael. And so it is Ishmael. He gains a random vermin resource and a random basic resource. So the random basic resource is a monster hide and the vermin. Love to see a cyclops fly here. We haven't seen one in forever. A lonely ant. Archive this to swap your insanity and survival values. There's a very, very strong possibility I'll utilise that actually. Very strong. Alright. Good start. Good start to the hunt. So the next Aviendar, in she goes. Brown ground. A creamy and rancid substance. Wow. Suffer monster level plus 1d10 brain event damage. Each gains, oh my god. Wow. Okay, well, what's our courage situation like? Yeah, I think we will take it actually. So we're going to brave the muck. I don't want to roll 3 random hunt events. So Aganor, so everyone gains a courage gain. So Aganor and Masana, let's do their bold rolls right now. So Aganor, it's an 8. Ooh, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Bold. In a single moment, your perspective changes profoundly. 1 permanent strength. And Masana. She rolls a 6. Gain 1 understanding. Okay. And now each of them has to brave the muck. So the only person who has 10 insanity is Ishmael. So let's see what he... Oh. Let's see what he rolls. So yeah, we just don't want him to roll a 1. So let's do him first. 7. Suffer monster level plus 1d10 brain event damage. So that is 3 brain event damage on... now, the reason it's only 3... Oh, sorry, it was Aviendar that I meant for that. Alright, well, I said Ishmael, so let's do Aviendar. A 9. Oh, nice. Is because I have the Fetosaurus, which reduces monster level by 1. So Aviendar's fine. Aganor, a 9 as well. Beautiful. And finally, an 8. So he is going to suffer, or Masana is going to suffer enough brain damage to fill that box in. Okay, so I wonder if we jump twice, skip the next hunt space. What are we skipping? Oh, I'm glad to skip that. Beautiful. Alright, so that was Aviendar for Ishmael. 94. Sickening mess. Alright, each sane survivor. Insane survivors consume what they find and make themselves sick. Well, the only insane survivor we've got is Aviendar. She suffers a -1 strength token. Sane survivors, however, each gain 1 courage and rolls 1d10. So, Aganor gains 1 courage and adds his understanding. So his understanding is 2. He gets a 3. Gain 1 random basic resource and suffer 1 event damage to your body. Beautiful. Beautiful. Question marks. Nice. So she suffered a -1 strength token. She's actually going to, just going to put that there, because she may actually get rid of that -1 strength token at the start of the thing using Song of the Brave. Okay, so Aviendar can't. Alright, so Ishamael gains a courage. He had 6 to this roll. 9. Gain a random basic resource. Cool. Another monster hide. And finally Masana gains a courage. And add 6. Have another basic resource. It's been a good hunt phase so far. Monster organ. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to remember this lonely ant, which we may in fact use at some point soon on Ishamael. Okay, good work, Ishamael. So we're now on to Masana for the final hunt event. 19. What? No. We're here. 19. Boom, boom, boom. Does any survivor have the leader fighting art? I don't think we do. No. Each survivor rolls 1d10. Each straggler rolls 1d10. So let's determine our straggler. So Ishmael adds his hunt experience, so he gets a 17, so it's not him. Aviendar, she rolls a 7. Agenor, he rolls an 8. And Masana, she is also prepared. 5 plus 3 is an 8. So it is Aviendar. And Aviendar rolls 1d10. A 3. 1 brain event damage and 1 damage to a random hit location. Great. Now we do Overwhelming Darkness. Okay, so Agenor, walking the path of the brave. He rolls a 5. So Agenor gains a -1 evasion token, but he's gonna get rid of that using the Song of the Brave. And all other survivors gain 1 survival, except for him. Boom. Aviendar goes and rolls a 3. So she suffers a -1 accuracy token. So what do we want to get rid of? I'll decide that in a minute. Ishamael, a 5. Everyone gains 1 survival, except for him. And he gains a -1 evasion token, but he's just going to get rid of that. And finally, Masana, a 6. Everyone gains a survival. But Masana suffers a -1 evasion token. Very good, very good. Easy peasy. Alright, so the only person who's got a token that they're going to keep is Aviendar. She's going to keep a -1 strength token. Assuming you don't gain any more -1 tokens, but everyone else is clearing theirs off thanks to Song of the Brave. Alright, so we've got Herd Gathering, which we'll do after this hunt event. Okay. Practice dummies. This is a positive one, I think. You find a training ground and roll 1d10. So who are we up to? I think we're back to Agenor. A 1, gain 2 insanity and a random disorder, -1 population. A random disorder. We'd love it to not be something like vermin obsession. Rageaholic. Cool. And we suffer -1 population, so let's go and have a look at our population right now. And it will be someone who is rubbish and has lost their reroll, and that person is you, Mogheden. No, you died, and you get 2 for being Graves. Alright, now let's do a herb gather. So first of all, everyone gains a survival thanks to eating at the herbs. We're going to roll 3d6 for each. 1, 3, and 5 is 9, plus nothing, plus 9 plus 19, 21, 29. So we're at 39 right now. 39, 49, 56, 58. So we gain 2 fresh acanthus. We gain a random vermin resource. Another one. And all survivors gain 3 survival. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Cyclops. Yeah! Awesome. I think that's one we want anyway. Cool. I didn't bring a pickaxe this time. Kind of wish I did, but it's okay. Let's head into our showdown with the Dung Beetle Knight. What a cool guy. Alright, let's clear that and that. And head over here to this board. So we have the resin dung ball set up. We have all of the stone columns set up. We have our survivors, and then we need to not add any other terrain cards, so we just do the monsters. So gotta decide what I want to do with B B A L L L B A B B A B A B B A B. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Boom. Alright, +1 speed, +1 damage. Outstanding. Okay, and so we've got 2 stinky survivors, and that is Ishamael and no, Ishamael's not stinky, sorry, it's Masana and Aviendar. Cool. Alright, so let's determine who we want that to be. Great. All right, let's do this. Okay, well, as you know, the monster goes first. And because he has the power forward card in play, he will select the furthest stinky survivor, and we're going to make that Aviendar. She is going to spend a survival to dash. So she will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the dung beetle knight will now go, swing his ball around. It ends up here. And then he rolls it 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. Aviendar, do you have tumble? No. Alright, when the ball collides with a survivor, they lose 1 survival. Bang. Collision, the ball hits her. I've just got to grab the Dung Beetle Knight terrain card so I can find it again. Because it's always, you want to get it right, you know. Okay, so, and I'll just double check. So when the resin dung ball collides with a survivor, if the ball ends its movement on a survivor, the survivor suffers knockback 5 and collision. So when it collides with you, you will suffer 5 damage to monster level hit locations. And again, this is one of the great things about the Fetosaurus, is we are able to bypass an extra one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she is then flung back here and knocked down. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so then old Stinky is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 towards the ball. So at this point, he's now going to draw his AI card, and he draws Resin Plated Right, closest knockdown survivor. Wow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's not going to be able to get there, but he does perform his basic action as well, which is bad. What's Aviendar's evasion? 3. All right. Well, let's use some of Ishamael's survival while we can. So he's going to, at this surge opportunity here, he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here, 4 to here, 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And he's going to surge with his Tempered Axe. This hit location is face up, thanks to the Tempered Axe. So Tempered Axe 2+ to hit, or +2, sorry, accuracy. So he's 3s to hit. That's 1 hit. I wouldn't mind wounding this, really. Ishamael is strength 6 and the Tempered Axe is strength 6 and this guy's toughness 14. So it's a 2+ to wound. So it definitely does a wound. There's a reflex. This reflex triggers because he is not adjacent to the ball. So move the ball 1d10 spaces, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. So then we've got another opportunity here to do a surge with Agenor and the Vespertine bow. So I think we will. So yep, So his accuracy 1. He's hitting on 5s. And he's a bow specialist. Good. So 1 hit. It is a perfect hit. So he has nothing that relevance that. So that is the iridescent arm. Ooh, carapace. Well, let's see what we need. So he's strength 6, the bow, and 3 for him is a total of 9. So we need a 6 to wound. Oof, gets it. It's a wound. So the monster stumbles backwards. Suffers knockback 3 directly away from the attacker. 1, 2, 3. And then it will perform ground pound, which is going to be move the ball 1d10 spaces towards him. 1, 2, 3 to there. Okay, so we're not adjacent, but it does a wound. Alright, unfortunately we cannot do much about this. So he's now going to do his move and attack. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he's going to perform his basic action, which is going to be the closest knockdown survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's over here in the corner, which you can't see, but it looks like this. He makes his swing. He's rolling 4 dice. Accuracy 3 plus goes to 6 plus because of Aviendar's evasion. That's 4 hits. Great. This is perfect start. Let's find out where those 4 hits go. So we've got a dodge on one of these. So it's unfortunately doing 5 damage. So we'll definitely take a waste. And we'll definitely take a boot. The question is, do we take waist roll or a body roll? I think we'll take a waist roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dodging the other one. It's more likely to roll a body again. So let's roll for Aviendar. It's a 5 on the waist. I think your genitals are in trouble, friends. The waist. Warped pelvis. Oh, suffer -1 permanent luck. Not great. Not great. Gain a bleeding token. Terrible start. Then, the end of his basic action, he moves fully towards the dung ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. Okay, well, let's do something about this. Aviendar's going to stand up. Alright, we're in the game. Let's go. So I think Masana's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so Masana's going to dash with a survival to go to here. And then she's going to leap. Using her dragon armor. So she's going to attack with the lantern glaive. Masana is accuracy 1. The lantern glaive hits on 6s, so that's 5s. Plus 2 is 3s. Then we're also in the rear, so in the blind spot. So 2s is 2 hits. So we gain the Century Carapace and the Filthy Claws. Well, let's do the Carapace first. So this attack is strength 7 plus 4 from the Lantern Glaive, takes it to 11. So we need a 9 to crack this with a sharp Lantern Glaive. So 5 plus 8. So we cracked that, so we gain a survival. Bang. And here, we'd love to be able to crit this, but I don't know if we were that lucky. It's not a crit, but it definitely is a wound. So he performs ground pound. That's a wound. So ground pound is he bash on everyone adjacent, so she will be knocked down, and then the ball moves 1d10 closer towards him. Okay, that's first on it. Another Sentry Carapace on the hit location. Okay. What to do here? What to do? Aviendar's going to dash. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to use a surge to kick that ball out of the way. Or just, sorry, her normal action to kick the ball. And she rolls it 2 spaces. 1, 2. Then she'll spend a survival to stand up here. And she'll also spend a survival to surge and put up a block with the round leather shield that she has. Shamael's going to go 1, 2 to here. He's going to swing with the tempered axe, hitting on forwards. 2 hits. Sentry Carapace and this. Yuck, another reflex. Ah, here we go. Axemaster. Alright, we definitely want to do that. Okay, so let's try and win this one first and hope that our Axemaster roll comes into play. So he's a tempered axe, strength 6 plus his own strength 6. So he needs a 2+ to wound. If he wounds, thanks to being an Axemaster, it automatically becomes a critical wound. So that's a wound. So it's a critical wound. So we don't do the reflex. We do 1 wound. And oh yes, they may spend 2 survival gaining 1 permanent evasion. Hey-oh. Great work. No, and that stays in play. Delightful. Then this Sentry Carapace. So we've still got our reroll up our sleeve. So we need an 8 with a reroll to crack this. Oh, that's a 1 with a reroll. It's a 9. Gain a survival back. Crack that Carapace. Alright, what's on the hit location deck? It's another Carapace. He'll surge. I think he's our best bet at cracking that. 8 and a 4 is a hit. So we get a Carapace and hit with a Clubber Shield. Whoa! Hit him in the filthy face. Let's go, son. 3 is a wound because he's toughness 14, so that's magnificent. He suffers -4 toughness. It cancels all reactions until the end of the attack. Another wound. And we will roll against this one now, which means he's toughness 16, which means we need a 4. Got it. And another survival. Masana's going to spend a survival to surge. What do we got on top? Okay. Using the Lantern Glaive. That is only 1 hit. So, let's see if we can do a wound. 3 is not enough. Actually, let's roll the sharp. Okay, so that's 13 plus strength 2. Yeah, so that's a wound. We do a wound. We now suffer knockback 7 to there. Oh. So the only person left to go is Aviendar. Is it worth having a shot? Yep, we'll have a shot. So that's 2 hits plus this one re-rolled from bow specialist, 3 hits. So we got this parry here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we'll definitely do this one first. That's a critical wound. He gains a -1 movement token. Wow. Nice. Nice. I don't think we can crit this one. Oh, sorry. Aviendar. Yeah, we need a crit on this one. No. So that fails. So loses survival. And that goes into the discard pile. And then this one, we need a 9. Come on, son. No. So failure, full move towards the attacker. If the attacker is adjacent, 1, 2, 4 to there. Suffer bash and knockback 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, well, that's the end of our turn. Still happy with that turn. Got some good solid wounds in there. Okay, so the monster does not have the ball adjacent to him, so he does not perform baller. Power forward, sorry. So we go straight to his AI card. Shoulder bash. Closest stinky threat in field of view in range. So that will be Masana. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So Masana is the closest stinky threat in field of view. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. And he's going to attack her with 3 dice, hitting on a 4+, which goes to 8+. That's 2 hits. She didn't block, so she can't dodge both of them. Where did they hit? Waist in the body. She's going to take 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus a bleed token. Plus she suffers bash. And knockback 7. And just made a survival to dodge. The other one, perfect. So then he performs ground pound. The ball rolls towards him. 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Now that would knock down Ishamael, but he has tumble, so on a 6+, he ducks out of the way. He doesn't. He loses his survival. And he's knocked down. The knockdown's irrelevant because he stands back up at the start of the turn, as does everyone, thanks to Fist and Tooth Mastery in this settlement. So, what are we going to do now? Yep, so Aviendar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll kick that ball away again. And it goes 3, 1, 2, 3. We will do Ishamael. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. He'll have a swing. 2 hits. Ooh. 1. Swarm of botflies. Roll 1d10 and add your courage. You can't fail. 3 + 6 is 9. And if the result is greater than 6, it is. Archive this card. So this one, it's a 3 + 6. Yep, that's a wound. The monster stumbles backward suffers knockback 3 directly away from the attacker. 1, 2, 3. And we do a wound. What's on top of the deck? Another carapace. Alright, let's definitely do this. So we'll do a dash with Masana to go to here. And then she'll leap to here. I'm loving this dragon armor. Loving this dragon armor. Swing with the glaive. That's 2 hits. Fortunately, swing with the glaive. It's the trap. No, but the lantern glaive is a spear. We have a chance of cancelling the trap. 4 is not enough. All right, so place the monster. Yep, the monster. Yep. All survivors are doomed. So the resin ball is going to jump to it and slam us in there. No. All right, so she suffers 5 damage to her body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she gains the smell world status, and now he's going to jump adjacent to the ball. Smell world. Yucky. Alright, we've got to get her out of there. Got to get her out of there. Damn. Almost had that, I thought. Trap cancel there would have been awesome. Okay. Unfortunately, alarm Masana is now inside the ball. Yeah, we're gonna use Aviendar's dash and surge for this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here, and then the surge will allow this survivor to escape. So she'll be placed adjacent to the ball, and she now gains the dung milk, which means she smells real bad. Here she is. When you gain this, you are knocked down and suffer 1 damage to your body that ignores armor, gain a -1 accuracy and a -1 evasion. Oh, it's not you. It's you. And you are now stinky permanently. Blech. Okay, well. She's already dashed. Ishamael could kick the ball away. Let's face up on the hit location deck. Oh, there's a crit injury. Okay, great. In that case, Ishamael is going to go and dash. He can spend survival because he has no thingy to get to here. And he will surge. I'm just going to check to make sure that I have actually got this option. We're fine. Yep, just check the footage. We're good. So he's going to swing with the tempered axe. That's 2 glorious hits. We get the filthy wings and the filthy guts. So we're definitely going to do this one first because it's a persistent injury. And a 7 is a wound thanks to him being strength 12 total. So that means it's an immediate critical wound. He gains a -1 toughness token. And we gain an Elytria. And when he suffers, yeah, great. 1 Elytria. Perfect. Alright, so then trying to roll to wound this one. We can reroll fail wound roll. Oh, crit. Oh, that's so good. We get to ignore the reflex. And we gain a random dung beetle knight. Yes. Good work. Good work. We gain a scarab shell. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Alright. There is another persistent injury on top there. So what we're going to do is we're going to move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to kick the ball. 3 spaces. Sorry, 2. 1, 2 to here. She ends knocked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's collided with the ball, so she suffers a survival. She doesn't have that. Alright, so that's the end of the monster's, our turn. Now the monster's going to go. He doesn't do power forward because he's not adjacent to the ball. He does this invisible layup. He instead performs a ground pound and then a basic action. So ground pound, all survivors adjacent to the monster suffer bash. Unfortunately, he is knocked down. And then the ball rolls 1d, 1 space. Beautiful. Then he performs his basic action. So, first of all, the closest knockdown survivor is Ishamael. So what we're going to do here is at this survival opportunity here, when he's picked Ishamael, we are going to stand Ishamael up. We're going to use a survival from Aviendar. He gains the survival back thanks to the rawhide set. Ishamael is then going to do a surge to have a swing. He gains 1 perfect hit, which is this critical hit location again. Axe Mastery, that's a wound, so it's a critical wound. So you break the monster's horn, gain an iridescent horn, dung beetle knight resource. Beetle horn. Nice. Nice. And that's a wound. Okay, so now that he has targeted with the basic action, he's going to swing on Ishamael. Turn around. Ishamael has 4 evasion, so he needs 7+, so that's 2 hits. We will see where those 2 hits go. The waist and the body. They are 5 damage apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he moves directly towards the ball. Probably like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knockdown. Okay. That's the end of the monster turn. Pretty good turn, team. Got 4 wounds left. What's on top of the hit location deck? An iridescent leg. Okay, so standing up, standing up, standing up. We'll move 1 to here and we'll kick the ball. Only 1, no. We'll dash and surge. We gain it back and we don't gain it back. We go to here. Kick it again. Get out of there, ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck off. Fuck off, ball. I've had enough of your shit. Okay. Who do we want to go with now? It's not a... yeah, it's a super dense location, so... I think we'll actually go with Ishamael. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Should he be 5 spaces away? He should be 5 spaces away, I'm pretty sure, because of the basic action. Why is he there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like he should be. Something's weird there. That's why. No, we're correct. Because the dung beetle knight stepped on him and he got pushed back. Okay, yep, he'll go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing with the tempered axe. 7 is a hit, 3 is not enough. This hit location. So 5 is a wound. So we ignore the failure, but the ball is moved 1d10 spaces towards 9. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To here. Let's see if he tumbles out of the way. He does not. 1, 2, 3. So he suffers a -1 thingy, but we did do a wound. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get into the rear. -1 luck, Aviendar. Don't love that. I just don't think it's worth it. Let's go with Masana. She will dash to get into position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she will leap into the rear. Swing with that lantern glaive. You know, I've got the rainbow wing belt on this person to reroll failed hit rolls on a 1. And literally, she hasn't rolled a single 1 since I've had it. We've got a wound reaction and we've got the filthy face. Oh, this is perfect. So let's see if we can wound this one. 5 plus 7, 5, sharp. Yep, it's a wound. Outstanding. And that is -4 toughness for the rest of the end of the attack, and all reactions are cancelled. That's a wound. Got 1 wound left to do, and on top of the hit location deck is an iridescent back. She'll spend a survival to surge. A 6 is a hit, a 3 is a miss. She gets this one. Come on, Crit City. Oh, she doesn't have luck, but that's a wound. Because it's strength 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 9 is 14 and he's -1 toughness. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together with dumb beetles dead in our boom, 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 boom. They wanna be boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's kill the Dunker Bean and I together in my room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double love juice, delightful. Awesome work, team. All right, well, let's head over here. Bring up this bad boy. So let's just check weapon proficiencies. Masana gained an axe. Sharmael's already an axe master. Aviendar did not do a wound, and Agenor did gain a bow proficiency wound. So to manage the departing survivors, gain a hunt XP. Agenor achieved age 1 and return and advance the year. Let's quickly do Agenor's age right now. He gains a random fighting art. right. Tumble. Can get that whenever I want. Leader. That would have been helpful. Or acrobatics. I think we'll take leader. All right. After collecting rewards, you may then spelunk. 3 caustic preserve dung and 1 skell. That's a haul and a half, friends. An absolute haul and a half. Because we also got all this shit. Dear oh dear. Let's go spelunking, shall we? Let's spelunk our way home. Spelunking of death. That was a pretty comfortable win. Aside from the ball going 12 squares and hitting Aviendar, it was a comfortable one. All right. Well, nominate up to 4 victorious survivors to be spelunkers. 1 at a time. Each survivor rolls on the table. We definitely want to do this with 1 or 2 people. So let's do it. Let's start with Aviendar. She seems... No, I don't want to use her because she's got something cool that we'll talk about later. Let's go with Masana. A2. Gain preserved caustic dung. I'll just remember that. Let's go with Ishamael. A9. He can go to the Trial of Valor. You are compelled to attempt the Trial of Valor, Ishamael. You get to add half your courage, so he gets to add 3 to this, so he cannot get incinerated, which is good. Let's see what he rolls. A 9. Gain 1 permanent strength. I like that. Do we want to try with Aviendar? So courage 5. Yep, she'll do it. A3, gain a preserved caustic dung. And finally, the last person, Aganor. A1, Aganor would die, but he has a reroll. Are we worried about him dying? Not really. Gets us more endeavours to spend. He'll use his lifetime reroll, he might as well. An 8. Looks like you're also doing the trial by fire, Aganor. Run, my friend, run! A3, gain 1 courage. You're a lunatic. Alright, well done. Well done, all and sundry. Let's return to the settlement, shall we? A new year begins. Alright, big settlement event. We got a huge fight this year against the butcher. We need to retain all of our gear, all of our stuff in the resource pile. Come on, give me a good one. Just don't fuck me. Don't fuck me here. I'm gonna cut it again. This one. Oh, Stranger in the Dark. Beautiful. Roll 1d10. A 4. Departing female survivors gain 10 survival. Outstanding. A Stranger in the Dark. Okay. Well, we also have a story meeting, which I quite love. This is one of the best stories in the game. It's called Secret Meeting. Well, look, I find the writing in this game to be, on occasion, absolutely captivating. And it's not because it's like really awesomely written or it's just evocative. Artwork is matching in the style. The artwork's sparse. The writing just catches my imagination sometimes. This is one. A survivor with the least hunt XP. Let's have a look. Who do we have? We have Satel with 0, and Loyal with 0, and Leandrin with 0, and Demandred with 0. It will be Demandred because at least he has some good upgrades. The nominated survivor gains 1 understanding. What a great story. And the secretive disorder. So this one's a challenge now because we've got to roll low here. So we're going to add the secret meeting part 2 on the timeline. 1 plus 1d5. That's 4. So we're adding it 5 years from now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Secret meeting part 2. Alright, well, if we have a survivor with the secretive disorder and 3 hunt XP, we'll get to do secret meeting part 2. So we need to keep him alive and get him to 3 hunt XP. Should be able to do that. We'll send him on our hunt on the antelope. That'll get him 2. Cool. Whew. That's a lot of endeavours to spend, friends. I'm going to stop and have a think for a moment. Okay. We're going to enter in our resources first. We've got plenty of them. Absolute shitloads. Wow, we cleaned up. My God. Dung beetle knight. 1 beetle horn. Boom. Beetle the bard. 1 elytria. We're going to keep those for the final battle, and I'll talk about them later on. Scarab shell. Compound eye. The underplate fungus that we needed. Century fingernails. Century fingernails. 1 scarab wing and a scarab shell. Good work, team. 2 vermin. We get a cyclops fly and a lonely ant. There's actually the nightmare tick I wanted, I think, not the cyclops fly. And then our basics, we gain monster hide, love juice, monster hide, monster bone, scrap, love juice, monster organ, monster hide, question marks. Alright, what a haul. Okay, well, this Lanternier we're facing off against the Butcher. So we definitely need to use Shrine just to keep us in the fight, hopefully for as long as we possibly can. So that's step 1. So I'm going to take that one off right now and leave that one there. We've got 1 matchmaker that we can use, which is fantastic. So what I think we're going to do this lantern year, I think it's time to add some more survivors because we've got a matchmaker and we've got 4 love juices, which we can turn into 5. So let's use the organ rule to turn these lion testes into a love juice. Sounds appropriate. And we're going to use face painting. So let's use face painting now. Let's get this out of the way. So we're going to roll with Cadswain. So her first roll is a success. So that's 1. And her second roll is a miss. And her third roll is a success. So we've used 3 endeavours. We're going to spend an endeavour to matchmake. We're going to spend an endeavour to innovate. So let's do the innovation right now. and we'll spend 1, 2, 3. One, it's probably going to be Rabido. 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, Rabido is probably not that much good to me, actually. Partnership. I think we'll actually take sacrifice. Yep. Okay, so, so sacrifice here. Okay. All right. Do we want to try and roll 6+? Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to spend a survival to do this sacrifice, and we're going to do it with Tam. So he needs a 6+. That's a 10. So he gains, he loses all of his insanity. And he then gains, he removes one of his disorders, which will be flower addiction. And then we lose a population. And that population that we lose will be someone rubbish, such as Loyal. He's dead, which gains us that endeavor back. So let's do our our children. So we've got 4, 5, 6 children to have. Let's go babies. Let's go babies. All right, so the first one. So it will be Cud Swain who will have this baby because she has otherworldly luck, plus someone else. Worry about afterwards. 4 + 3 is a 7. Let's bring up the intimacy chart, shall we? Having babies, oh having babies. A 7, we gain 1 population, and the male and female survivors share a deep bond and gain 10 survival. Well, let's have it be, it doesn't really matter, but let's go with Belal, I guess. So, because we do have a bed, and this new survivor gains +1 permanent strength. Alright, we're starting to run short on names, female names that I can rattle off on the top of my head. Should probably go to the Aiel. I'm pretty sure there's shit tons from the Aiel that I haven't done. There's lots from the White Tower that I haven't done. What was that really powerful Aes Sedai who... Alright, that's our first one. Let's do our second. A 1 becomes a 4, so that's just a normal baby. We'll definitely have another female. Bode Cawthon. Let's go to Shamael and Catswain. Have an axe. Let's go number 3. 8 and 8 is an 11. Twins! Sure. Cadswain is like the mother of our entire settlement. And oh, Cadswain. Yep. What's her name gonna be? I'm gonna need to have a look at some names. There's so many, I'm sure of it. Oh, what about Bella, the horse? Yes. All right. 4th roll, 2 to go. A 2 becomes a 5, which is a baby. You can be daughter of Shamael. Second to last one. Here's another baby. We'll make this one a male. Goya Amalason. 300. Catswain. And our final roll is a 3, which is a 6, which is a baby. Sylviana. Alright, so 28 survivors now, pretty healthy. Unfortunately, we're not done, because every one of those survivors now has to roll on the insight table. And they also have to roll their age. The insight may gain us some additional endeavours. So let's see. So let's start from the bottom. Sylviana, insight roll, a 1. If you innovate this phase, draw 1 card. Not helpful, not helpful. Nutty Cawthon, a 6. Gain 1 endeavour. Guyer Amalason, an 8. Gain 1 permanent accuracy. Danelle, an 8. Gain 1 permanent accuracy. Bode, a 6. Gain another endeavour. Bella, a 4. Gain another endeavour. 3. Amis, 4. Gain another endeavour. That's 4. And that's it. So 4 endeavours. Okay. So someone had a warped pelvis. can clear a warped pelvis by doing a bloodletting. So let's do Aviendar's bloodletting first of all. That's a 1. That seems bad. Gain 1 understanding, lose all survival. Cannot gain survival this phase for any reason. Where are you, Aviendar? Yeah. I guess let's try that again. There we go. So we'll clear off her warped pelvis. Boom. Alright, who else has got a disorder that we want to clear? Belal. Let's see if we can clear your disorder. Nope. Lose all survival, gain an understanding. That's good. You just got it in that phase. Try again. A 5 is gain some insanity. Alright. We don't have enough scrap to scrap smelt. We don't need leather. So we'll just try it again. There we go. We clear off Belal's Fear of the Dark. Fantastic. Okay, well, Belal can't depart. Aviendar can't depart. They probably weren't departing anyway. Alright, well let's look at what we're going to do with our last 2 endeavours. Cooking's no good. Forbidden Dance. Let's do a Forbidden Dance or 2, shall we? So I don't think Tam's used Forbidden Dance yet. So we'll definitely want to do that. Yep, no, he has used Forbidden Dance. Okay. What about Belal? Have you used Forbidden Dance, buddy? Nope. Belal will use Forbidden Dance. Good. Oh, Forbidden Dance. Oh, no. You're killing me. Alright, 1 permanent evasion. Boom. Last person to use Forbidden Dance is probably not Aviendar. Aviendar, I guess. Let's stack it on someone. You've used it, haven't you? Ishamael, Forbidden Dance. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, baby. That guy's untouchable. He's definitely coming into the final battle with us. Wow. The final battle. If he can survive until then, he's unstoppable. That arithmophobia is actually not a terrible thing to have happen, because it means in the Kingsman fight, if we take him into the Kingsman, he just ignores the movement debuffs. Alright, well that's a fascinating Lantern year. This is a huge fight, friends. We've got to defeat the Butcher. We've got a shrine up our sleeve. If we can defeat the Butcher, which is a challenge, then we will be able to make the full rolling set, the full calcified rolling set. If we do not, then I will be very sad indeed. We'll still be able to make it, but it won't be calcified. And we'll have to hunt it down bit all night. And hope that we get enough resources. Okay. Alright friends, well that's it. I'm going to catch you all in the next Lantern year. Enjoy. Okay, Big Dinner out.